Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
You like my glasses?
Huh?
You like my glasses? How do I look with glasses?
These are fake glasses.
I know they're fake glasses. These are not real glasses. But why would you think I'll?
Yeah, looks good.
You know, I feel like I look more smart with glasses.
You definitely look smarter with glasses.
Smarter. No, it also makes me feel smarter with glasses.
Yeah, I think I would say that yes, but it has nothing to do with what comes out of your mouth. So you're still dumb.
I'm dumb as hell.
Anyway, what were we just talking about?
So last night I find out that
Oh yeah, the gay guys.
yes. So I usually thought that only girls was disappointed when a male finishing in like 2 minutes, but it actually turns out that gay people are also frustrated when that actually happens. It's kind of funny if you think about it.
No, if you really start thinking about it, it makes sense to finish quick.
Oh, you say that.
Because if we were still in the wild and we're animals, the whole thing about mating is not for pleasure. It's to dump semen into a vagina and make babies.
Correct. That is the correct way to reproduce.
Yeah. So,
But gay people cannot reproduce.
well, yeah, but I mean, still, they're using the same functionality. So the whole like penis thing that gets off quick, it makes sense, evolutionary speaking, for them to come really fast.
I believe that nowadays it's just more about pleasures than, reproducing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but it's still funny the fact that gay people are also like, bro, I fucking hate this dude. He wanted to fuck me for the longest. And once I gave him the chance, this dude was talking about, oh, I'm going to do this and that and that. And when he gave you that chance, he fucking finished in 2 minutes. Like, bro, what was the whole point of that then?
Do you really think that they want that long, or you think they're just like flexing in front of everyone?
I believe there are flexing in front of everybody. It's like, oh, I got a nice butthole and I make people finish fast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, is dumb.
So I had this girlfriend one time, and I made it my whole thing never to get off with her.
What you mean by that?
Like I never came when we had sex.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Not even the first time.
No, yeah. I don't think I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 months into the relationship, I finally came, and only because she got pissed off at me. She's like, "What can I do to make you get off?"
What was the secret?
No, she was upset. Like I was all mental control.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you just like busted a nut just to make her happy, or?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, she was just like pulling all her tricks out of the bag, and there was nothing she could do to make me get off. And I thought it was so funny that she just like craved that, like she needed that. She thought there was something that she was doing wrong.
With her. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't blame her. She makes her feel insecure. It's like, oh fuck, I'm doing everything that I possibly know, and then this guy over here is not nutting. Like, what? Am I ugly or something?
No, she was bad. She knew she wasn't ugly.
It's crazy. I never seen you with a girl. How long I have met you for now? I'll probably say
Like 6 months.
6 months. Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, I mean, you saw me with a girl. I was out here at the bar one night with a girl.
Yeah, but that was your friend.
What do you mean?
That was your friend, wasn't she your friend?
A friend? Yes.
Yeah, but when I mean like with a girl, it's
What does that mean?
As a
You've never seen me naked banging a chick?
no, I'm not saying to make OnlyFans. I'm saying like, bro, like I've never seen you in like a relationship. You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't found the right girl for a relationship.
What do you consider the right girl?
Hang on. Why is this about me? I've never seen you with a girl in the 6 months that I've known you. And I'm not even talking about in a relationship. I'm talking about out and about.
Yeah. I have, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was fucking last night. I have girls, bro.
You keep saying this.
I promise.
And then you also told me you were with a group of gay guys last night.
Yeah. And then I dip at 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna show you the text because I'm not lying to you. It's right here. She was like, trying to fuck? What time? 12. And then I was like, I can't, it's too early for 12. Can it be like 1:30 or 2 sounds good? She was like, está bien, because she's Spanish. So I have my evidence.
How fat is she?
She's not fat, bro. Fuck no. She's chubby. There's a difference.
Dude, I hope she doesn't listen to this.
Nah, she don't fuck with me like that, bro.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I mean, the right girl for a relationship for me, she may not exist anymore.
Because of what's happening around the world.
No, I just think how can I say this without seeming
Just say it. Get it off your chest.
I feel like I've experienced some things on this planet that are hard to comprehend. So it would take the right human being to tame me.
Do you believe in soulmates?
I believe there is a thing as a soulmate, but I believe that you must encapsulate the soul in order to find your mate.
That was actually nice the way you say that shit. But have you I feel like you ever met that soulmate yet, or you haven't actually met her yet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I know who has the potential to be my soulmate.
Okay.
Whether or not she manifests her entire soul.
Is that what was the girl's name again?
Don't say names.
I'm not saying name, but is it I don't even remember her name, but is the crazy one?
I mean, they're all crazy.
But this one is like above and beyond.
Oh, she's watching right now too. It's you.
He said it, not me. Just so you know. This is just words that he said.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's like you meet someone and it's like so here's what I think. I think that the way your brain functions is different than other people's brains, as everyone has this.
Yes.
But I think that you can come across someone in life that is the opposite sex and your brains work in a very similar fashion.
Right.
Yeah. But I think that society conditions us to want certain things in life as men and as women. If you can't get over that societal conditioning, then you're never going to be able to sit down with someone and go, our brains work similar, because you're always chasing something on the outside rather than looking internally and saying, hang on a second, this is me and this is you, and we're very similar.
I always thought about that, of finding a person that is just like me, thinks like me, feels almost the exact things as me. But then I thought deeper and I was like, it's like having a clone of me. So therefore it's not like experiencing something brand new. It's just me experiencing myself.
Interesting way to put it.
Yeah. So I believe it's like the yin and yang,
Yeah.
One is good, the other one is bad, right? And without each other, it doesn't coexist.
Okay.
So if I find bad, like if I'm bad and then the girl is bad, then we literally like two magnets just, like not together. We're not colliding together. But if you put the negative and the positive, it attacks each other.
Okay.
So I believe that my soulmate or anybody else's soulmate is going to be the opposite of who you are.
But that shows your limited perspective, my friend.
As in what?
You think that you can only be one, good or bad. You are.
Can be a lot of things. Bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're both. You have to find.
Somebody identify as a card the other day.
No, you can, but you were saying good and bad, okay?
Right. No, it was an example.
Break it down to the duality, the yin and yang, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on times when you're good, she needs to be bad. And on times where she's doing bad, you need to be good.
Correct.
So you have to find someone that balances you. It's not like that she's going to be bad all the time or you're going to be bad all the time.
Yeah.
You have to find one that complements your life. And I think that that what I'm speaking about from my own personal experience is not more about like us complementing each other's lives. It's more about like us complementing each other's mental spaces. So like intellectually, she and I get along well.
Right.
But I think that we're both still conditioned by society to want things. And until we get over those conditions, then we're not actually going to be able to come together. Because I've met girls before where I'm like, man, we're compatible in like what we want out of life, but intellectually, it's not fun to be around this human. Like they don't stimulate me at all. Like they may stimulate me physically, but like you need to have someone that stimulates you in all regions in order to make it actually work.
Absolutely, my guy.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on that human to walk in my life.
But how about what if it's not a human? What is his
Ooh, you think it's like an animal?
Animal,
bestiality?
It could be a spirit. It could be a
I don't know. I don't think I could fuck an animal.
Come on, bro. Somebody fucked a chimpanzees and got HIV. I think.
Is that how you think it started?
I mean, the story goes behind that. I don't know if it's true, you know, but it says somebody fucked a monkey and then fucked a human, and then that human went to fuck another human, and then the whole chain started.
Wasn't that how they say COVID started too? It was with a pangolin or something? That's what South
No,
Park
it was
says.
with a bat. She's like a lady ate a bat at some.
Well, no, it's not
restaurant.
what South Park says.
South Park.
Yeah, South Park said that was it Stan's dad? I think Stan's dad and Mickey Mouse fucked a pangolin and then brought the disease back to the United States. But anyway, I had a girl on recently who come on to do a podcast about the stigmas of HIV.
Mm.
We didn't actually talk about where it came from, but we talked about a lot of the other stuff. They won't let me post the podcast though, but it was really nice.
Did old shit want you to post the post?
It wasn't her. It was her boss didn't want me to post it because she asked me a question in the middle of the podcast,
Okay,
and I'll ask you the question.
go ahead.
Okay. So imagine that, and this is hypothetical, okay?
Okay.
Because everyone knows that everyone fucks
Yes.
in 2024.
Correct.
But hypothetically, if you were in a relationship with a female
Mhm.
and you hadn't been physical yet,
Okay.
okay? And then she came to you and she said, look, I have HIV, but I'm on medications and it's not transmissive. Would you stay with her and get physical, or would you walk away?
Oh damn, that's a hard one. But if I wasn't physical, I would have fucked her.
If what?
Whoa, wait, you say we stay with her, like stay as a couple? Or?
Yeah, would you stay in it? Would you stay as a couple with? You haven't had sex with her yet,
Okay,
okay? And you've been with her for a month, okay?
right.
But you're head over heels for this girl. You fell in love with her.
Oh, that's the answer, bro. I'm gonna be with her.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I'm over heels. Love makes you blind.
Yeah, but could you really fall in love with someone if you haven't put your dick inside of him yet?
Yeah.
Interesting as well.
Yeah.
Is it because you're young, maybe?
No, it's because the way you see it. You know what I mean? The way you have a perspective of that person, or it could be a car too. It could be, you know what I mean? It could be a car, a bicycle, whatever. A person is the way you see that person, you know? And it's after you know that person if you truly love her or not. You know, but like love at first sight is like that. You see that person and he's like, oh my gosh, it's like I saw you as brightness as the other ones. You know what I mean? Like I saw you more different than the other ones. You know what I mean? Like and that's where like he attracts the person to that person.
Well, yeah, I guess I should retract my statement because you can fall in love with things that you haven't put your dick in. Think of kids. Think of animals. Okay, like you love animals, you love
Right.
kids.
I mean, you wouldn't fuck your dog, would you?
No, yeah. So I mean, I'll retract that statement, but at the same time, it's like I just don't feel like I could. I don't know. Relationships move so fast these days.
Oh, absolutely.
That I don't think that I could get to the point where I love someone before we've been physical. So I think that's also why it's a hypothetical question.
You know, I heard this phrase from a famous artist that he died in 2015, Cancerbero, rest in peace. He said, I don't believe in love at first sight, but I believe in love at first night. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like I don't believe in love at first sight, but I believe in love after we fucked. You know what I mean? Like after we fucked, and I'm attached to you now because I love the physical. I love the way, you know, I touched you. I mean, you made me feel and type of shit. So that was one of these like hardest bar that I heard, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of true if you think about it. You know, it's after you fuck where you like start thinking about this person and shit.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird thing, man. Oxytocin. I mean, that's what love is, right? Love is just a chemical called oxytocin.
Yeah, I usually call it a drug. Love is like a drug, and there's like a lot of like kids, teenagers. They want to feel that high, that love, that adrenaline, that hard. When you see that person, your hands are all sweaty and shit. That happened to me. I'm not gonna lie. And
So hang on, what happened?
So it was fuck. It was like I believe it was like seventh or sixth grade. I was in middle school.
Damn, you're
And-
young, bro.
Yeah, I was young, bro. Since I was a young age, bro. I understood a lot, but I couldn't understand my feelings, bro. So there was this cute girl, bro, and I loved her. She looked like Mia Khalifa, And
Whoa.
Yeah.
You loved her for the wrong reasons.
well, at that time, I truly didn't know Mia Khalifa, but she had like her face looked just like her.
Bro, Indian chicks are fucking beautiful.
Oh, they are, bro. I mean, almost every race is beautiful, bro. I'm not
No,
like, all
they're
the
not.
races are beautiful.
White people are fucking.
What? Majin Buu pussy? That's the best.
Dude, what'd you call it?
Majin Buu, pink pussy.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
need a redhead for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a ginger?
Like a ginger, yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, white people have like rough skin.
Say white people have rough skin.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, white people's skins. Have you ever been with an Asian chick?
No, but it's next on my list.
Dude, Asians have the softest fucking skin. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
So how about black people? Do they have soft
They have soft skin as well. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So only white people have like the hardest skin.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like all white people have it. I'm sure there's like a 22-year-old out there that has some soft, supple skin.
True. It might be from genetics,
But I feel like, yeah, dude, white people just have bad skin in general.
I don't think
Could be all the shit they put on it. My
Well,
skin's amazing.
Yeah, you look
But you know
kinda
why?
tan.
It's because I go out in the sun and I sit with no sunscreen on.
Ooh.
Look at you.
Look
Look
at me.
at you.
I'm dark, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying this like it's bad, right? Because like it's been programmed into our heads.
It's
But
not programmed on their heads. It's the fact that I know how it feels to be sunburned and then just having that feeling.
Dude, I don't even get sunburned anymore, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
You became immune to it.
I guess. So it was this guy back in the past. You may know him. He goes by the name of Buddha. You know the Buddha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you see his statues all the time, and he has like these knots on his head, right?
Yeah.
They're not twists or whatever. They're not those.
It's like a hairstyle or something?
Yeah. No, they're snails
Oh.
because the Buddha was bald.
Really?
Yeah, but he used to meditate in the midday sun.
And then he had those as what? Like,
Well, so the story goes that the snails crawled up the Buddha to protect his head from the sun. But as we know, all these stories are just like, all these are just stories, right?
right.
But what they're signifying is that you're supposed to be out in the sun. Like you're supposed to actually feel the sunlight on your skin. The photons are supposed to absorb into your head.
I remember somebody told me, I don't know if it was like a Honduran black dude, bro. He's like from like it's like a Trinity, that's what it's called. He told me, bro, that and like the sun transfer energy and
Yeah.
and you are like a plant. You know what I mean? So you need sun, you need water, and you also need your feet to be touching the soil.
Yeah, you need ground. So
Yeah.
think about that. What if you and what if you put sunscreen on? Have you ever seen sunscreen under like when they put like black lights on them and like shine a camera on them? Like the sunscreen basically turns your entire body black
Really?
under the right filters. Yeah. So when it's doing that, it's basically filtering the sun from your body. You're not actually getting the sunlight on your body.
I mean, that's why it's the whole point of sunscreen.
So here's my theory on why you need sun.
Okay.
Okay. I think that if you can meditate and you get to a point where you can clear your entire mind, right?
Right.
Like there's nothing in it.
Okay.
Then you can actually look at it like the law of thermodynamics of energy transfer. When an atom or an electron is completely still
Mhm.
and then energy hits it, the energy is going to transfer into the other molecule. Okay. So if my mind is completely still, the photons of the sun, the packets of energy,
Mhm.
are hitting my mind and is transferring thoughts into my head.
Mm.
But it's hard to get completely still in the mind.
I was reading this book it's called the Master Key System. I don't know if you heard about it.
No.
It was written by John F. Kenney. He was one. I think he was
Probably a loser.
he's actually part from the Freemasons.
Loser.
And so he said that the mind is like static energy, and then a thought is like it's like the static energy becoming and forming into whatever you think about it. You know what I mean? And that was actually really interesting if you think about it, because the mind is so amazing in what you can do and everything. There's a story about this guy that he went to fix a cooler inside of like the cooler, and the door lock, and then the guy, he started freaking out and he started believing that he was freezing to death, bro. And so when the next day the guys went to go open or like see if he was fixed, they found the guy dead, literally. And
Was it actually cold in there?
no, he came to fix it, and he never fixed
it was
it.
broken.
Yes, it was broken. And then he believed like to the point where he died from freezing supposedly.
Yeah.
And so that says a lot about the mind. The mind can play tricks on you if you don't know how to control it.
Right.
So thoughts comes left and right. But I believe that if you can control a thought, then you can control reality. As you can as like fuck the third eye, right? The third eye sees everything and anything. It could be energy, could be aura, it could be spirits. You know, you just see it. And so for me, the third eye is one of the most important tools of the 7 chakras, but at the same time, it is a fucking chaotic thing to have for the simple fact that it never truly leaves you at peace.
Can you dive deeper into that?
All right, so if you have your third eye open and most people don't know how to close it, that third eye just keeps accumulating more and more and more and more and more and more and more to the point where your mind is like, fuck, I'm going insane. I'm going crazy.
Like accumulating what? What do you mean?
Accumulating, it could be accumulating thoughts, right? Thoughts, for example, a thought of death, you know, and then the third eye starts spreading the thought of death. And you could be like, probably die from, I don't know, HIV, could probably die from electricity. And so the third eye just keeps producing more and more and more and more thoughts. You know what I mean? It doesn't stop, it just keep going. And so it could be with anything. Like when I smoke weed, my third eye just starts thinking about a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. To the point where I'm distracted and I'm not even know that I'm driving anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I'm so deep in my thought.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
I know I shouldn't, but it's at first I did not know how to control it. You know what I mean? At first it was just like I thought I was like a weird kid.
So you're associating the third eye with just like an inner dialogue.
In dialogue, yes, correct. But I don't know. The third eye is interesting because I was reading it the other day.
Can you see other people when you're with your third eye? Like, what do you see? Do you see auras?
I see auras.
What does mine look like?
Purple.
It's divine, right?
Yeah, purple.
Damn.
Purple is actually the highest of them all.
It's very sexual.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah. No, the lowest is red.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll become red soon.
Why?
Why not, dude? Like, wouldn't it be cool just to be able to do whatever the fuck you want?
You already do that.
But I mean, like with death and stuff.
I believe you.
Like the Purge.
I believe you never truly die.
We had like the Purge, you know?
Oh,
Would you be red then?
absolutely.
I think I'd be good in the Purge.
I believe I'll probably die like after 6 months of the purge.
What, just from like not eating or something?
No, like because like you've seen the movie Purges, right? Everybody's going crazy.
I've never seen. I know the story, but I've never seen the movie.
You never seen the movie?
No.
Well, it's a lot of people just killing each other and shit.
Yeah.
And, it comes to your house. So imagine me. I'm not even like middle class, and so I don't have like security or anything, bro. Like you can literally just break the window and just walk in there and just murder me and everything, right?
But aren't those the good guys? This is the way to the middle class get back to the
To the government?
well, not the government, but like the wealthy people, right? Because they all go and try to kill the wealthy people,
Yeah.
don't they?
Well, yeah, that's
Not each other.
crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, I don't know. That movie let me thinking a lot. That what will happen if we actually have one day that you can kill, rape, murder, whatever you want.
That would be boring. Like, give me like a year.
A year of just full killing people.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, humanity's gonna drop down.
That's the point. Yeah.
What? I'll probably say 50 to 40%.
Survival of the fittest, bro. And for survival of the craziest too. Like that's the thing about survival is it's not only the fittest people that survive, but it's also the mentally vacant people that survive. Because if you take a whole year away from the infrastructure, you're gonna have to like eat humans.
Will you eat humans?
Hell yeah.
Do you think human tastes good?
I don't. They call it long pig in cannibals.
Really?
Yeah, so it tastes like pig. And we do test all of our. I think we even use pigs now for growing organs.
I'm gonna say something that I hope that it doesn't come back to me and kills me.
I just said that I would eat people. Like, what can you top that with?
I want to say that I want to try it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I want to try like eating like a piece of human meat. I want to see how it truly tastes. I want to see what it is. I don't want to know the backstory of who it is, what it is. I just just human meat. Okay, cool, boom, boom, eat it, peace, and then just see how it is. But people are gonna be like, "Oh, this kid is weird, dude. He's thinking about eating another human." Dude.
You know what's weird is veganism. That's what's fucking weird.
Dumb, bro.
Like, eat meat, okay?
Once in a while, once in a while is good to eat meat. It's not okay to eat meat all the time.
Look at me. This is what you get when you eat meat.
That's protein, bro.
This is what you get when you eat meat.
That's protein and steroids.
It's not steroids.
Steroids.
Why do you keep saying that? If I took steroids, my body would be totally different.
Which it is different.
Yeah, but it would be like more huge and more ripped.
But that's more like a bodybuilder, and you got to go to like extreme what is it? Training to get that.
You saw what I looked like when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I did.
That was when I was extreme training without steroids. Some people just got it, bro.
Yeah, genetics, DNA. But
what were we talking about though?
We were talking about human meats and all the conversations were like different. We started with gay people. Then we started talking about relationships.
Gay people to cannibalism. They're all over the place. That would be,
I'm not gonna lie. Some gay dude will probably say, "Yeah, I eat dicks." Whoa.
I mean, that's okay. This is what I was gonna say. There was actually a story that someone was telling me Friday about cannibalism. They were saying that there's like this famous story out there where two people got on Craigslist. One person said, "I would like to eat someone," and the other person said, "I would like to be eaten." So they met up. They had like a glass of wine or something like that, and then the guy was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start eating you."
Alive?
Alive, yeah. He wanted to be there while the guy ate him. So the guy chopped his dick off, and he like fried it in a pan or something, and then ate the dick. And the guy actually bled out while he was eating him, so he died while he was there. Because after he chopped his dick off, he didn't like actually suture it up or anything.
The real question is, why would you chew his dick?
Well, my question was who's crazier? Is it the guy who wants to be eaten or the guy who's eating someone?
I believe both are in the exact same level of craziness.
I don't know, man. I think the guy who wants to be eaten is on another level of crazy. Because think about that. Like the guy who's eating is doing what the animal does.
You do have a point. He was actually alive while, his dick was getting chopped off and then seeing his own dick getting fried.
What's not even that? It's not natural. Like the guy who's eating is literally doing what the animal does.
Correct.
Surviving. The guy who's being eaten has like this fetish for wanting to die.
I'm sorry for laughing. I'm sorry, bro. It's fucking stupid, bro.
Anyway, where I was going with this is that you can get on Craigslist and find someone that'll let you eat them.
Craigslist is the spot for everything. You find anything in Craigslist.
That's probably where you found that girl at.
Damn. Facts. And anyways, back to cannibalism. What was it called again?
Cannibalism?
Cannibalism. It supposedly says that it's actually like evil to eat other humans. It's like against God's rules to eat another human. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I am glad you asked. I think that's what makes it even better.
The fact that you break the rules?
But no, the fact that God says you're not supposed to do it probably means that it tastes really fucking good and probably has great benefits.
Ooh.
So here's another way that we can look at this. Okay. If you look at the ocean,
okay,
the larger or the higher you go up the food chain, the more dense the minerals and nutrients are in the animal. Okay, so if you look at like krill, which are like the smallest like bits of the ocean, they're not very mineral or nutrient dense. So it takes a bunch of them to actually like get your minerals and nutrients. But if you go to something like a shark or a whale, they're very dense in the minerals and nutrients. So you get a lot out of the meat. So extrapolate that and go to land. What is the top of the food chain on the land?
Humans.
Which means they have very mineral and nutrient dense organs and meat. So it's really a delicacy when you think about it.
I'm not gonna lie. there was an article about this model who said that there was actually a restaurant that sell humans. Well, not like human meat. You know what I mean? Like it's like a restaurant and it literally just human meat, but
Mhm.
people did not know that it's human meat. So after she said that, she disappeared.
Ooh.
Yeah, never nobody ever found her. She was like a famous model.
So you think they ate her?
Probably eat that pussy up, you But no, back to being like this fetish thing. Like, one thing that was really interesting is that you said that if God did not want you to eat another human, could it be that you become addicted to eating that human, and therefore now you have like this, like you crave human meat now? You know what I mean?
Ooh, and that's a thing, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that could be a thing, dude. It could be so good for you.
that you cannot stop eating it.
Yeah, because that's essentially that's what a craving is, right? A craving is your body saying we need this.
Right.
There was an interesting story about this girl who got trapped in the ocean. Like she was on like this little boat in the ocean. She got trapped up there. She was able to catch fish, and so she started catching fish to survive.
Yeah.
And initially, she only ate the meat of the fish.
Okay.
But as the time went on, she started eating the organs and other things because the organs started getting appetizing to her only because her body was saying, look, we need the minerals and nutrients in that. And we can actually sense that they're in there.
Yeah.
Either smell or taste or whatever. But she started eating the organs and drinking the blood and stuff too.
I mean, that's survival, baby.
Yeah. So I have an experience that I did whenever I was in my probably like 22 or something,
Mhm.
where I was trying to see how far I could push my own body, like to get my body fat low.
Yeah.
And at one time I was like only eating boiled chicken breast with no seasoning.
Just raw.
No, it wasn't raw.
Oh.
Yeah, it was boiled. So I mean, it was cooked. But boiled chicken breast and asparagus.
Okay.
Like those are the two things I was eating. I was eating oatmeal during the morning just to like get some carbs. But my body fat got so low that I was driving past gas stations and I swear I could smell the fucking grease. I think it was my body saying, we need fats.
Yeah.
We need fats. And it's fun to think about. Like, was I actually smelling the grease or was it just my body saying, associating gas stations with greasy foods?
Programming, baby. It's programming. But like I said again, the mind, bro. The mind is amazing, bro, because it makes you believe things. So it could be the mind telling you that they got chicken here, you know? So go buy some chicken. Get that. I don't like you eating boiled chicken, bro. Like, fuck, you be having me like this for months.
Yeah, I think I was down to about like 5% body fat at that point in time.
Damn.
Yeah, super lean, like dangerously lean. I had my body started doing these weird fucking things
Damn.
that I guess I could talk about.
There's a story about this guy that saw her mom die and he wanted to talk to her again. And then there's like, I don't know if it was the pastor or priest that told him that you have to, for 3 days, you cannot eat. And by the third day, like the dude was like hallucinating. He would like hallucinate. He said that he saw heaven and it was like a sidewalk full of gold, and then there was the kingdom. All the clouds were gold. It was like amazing, heavily, and that's all he remembered. And then he just woke up. So my question is like, does your body starts producing, I don't know, DMT when your body literally has nothing in there, like no nutrients, no food, no water? What do you think about that?
I think that it's possible. I think I've had some experiences with that kind of stuff too, fasting and meditating for long periods of time. And yeah, you start hallucinating, but are you actually hallucinating?
Right.
Or are your senses just heightened to a point of you're actually seeing reality for what it really is?
But my question is, what is reality? What's truly reality?
Well, the reality that you see and that I see in this room right now is only 0.1% of what's actually going on around us. That's how limited our senses are.
Which, you're true. I'm not gonna lie. You're actually saying facts right now. But that's just the naked eye.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear sounds, you know.
Yeah. You can feel sounds.
I think you can even sense like energies and stuff that are around you. But at the same time, you have no idea what's actually going on.
I do.
You do not.
I do. Bro, there's 12 laws of the universe. One of them is law of vibration. One of them is law of constancy. There's a law of reality. So there's 12 laws. I don't remember the rest of them, but all those laws,
Just making shit up.
all those, I swear to God, look them up. all these laws together is what makes this fucking universe exist.
Okay, so let's think about this then. If you know what's actually going on in this room, there could be an entity standing right there that you couldn't even see, just on a different dimension.
The entities walking every day,
Yeah,
passing through.
So they're hanging out right here with us right now, probably listening to you, just going,
Probably.
"This fucking
Or how
guy."
about those are literally the entities from the future or the past, and they just literally like hear voices and be like, "Who the fuck are those?" You know? And this is just our boys just going through that time, like through a how do I say it? I wouldn't say portal, but
Wormhole?
wormhole, yeah, and then reaching that time and era. And you'd be like, "Yo, we have ghosts in this house," but it's actually just us talking shit.
I don't think your personal voice is that strong. I think that one way you can do that is through music.
Really?
Yeah, because think about this. You make a song,
Uh-huh.
you die.
Yeah. The music lives on.
100 years down the road, someone picks this song up and goes, "Damn, this guy really speaks to me."
But I believe that's just energy.
Yeah, but that's the way you can actually speak through time. You only have 80 years on this planet, roughly. We live in a city that's fucking crazy on our bodies. So we live maybe 60 years and then we're done. Unless you like really get healthy with it. But I'm saying, but like that's the way you can actually speak through time is through your art and through your legacy.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about the fact that if, like, for example, right now I'm an artist, right? So I make a song, right? And then let's say 1,000 years from now, I was reincarnated again as, same soul, different vessel. And then I listen.
Oh, do you think that's possible?
Huh?
Do you think that's possible?
Oh, absolutely.
Dang. So whenever I call myself my name and you always shit on me. Anyway,
because
keep going.
That's whatever. Anyways, so 1,000 years from now, I am, reincarnated. And then I listen to my actual self, and then all the memories just start flooding back to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I believe it's like music is like a storage for energy.
How did you come up with this?
How did I come up with the idea?
Yeah.
My third eye, baby. Third eye, bro. I'm telling you, my third eye.
I've had a very similar idea. Yeah. So I'm just wondering like how you came up with it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one day I was like smoking, and then I believe around that time XXXTentacion died.
Mhm.
And so like I was like, damn, he left his legacy, his music. It's gonna be here forever, 1,000 years, unless, the government be an asshole and erase everything and then it starts all over again.
Right.
But I thought to myself, like, bro, what would happen if he came back again in a couple of years down the road and then he heard his music and then his memories started coming back on how he became that persona. And so that was what I was thinking about my idea about how I could, music be a storage for energy. And once that energy hits you again, everything connects together.
It's very interesting that you've had this idea because there is a Hindu philosophy.
Really?
And they say the exact same thing in there. That's why they have these chants that they have in Hinduism. And you have they're called mantras.
Oh, yeah. I heard about them.
So mantras are basically like your song that you create when you're an enlightened being.
Mhm.
And then you come back and you read this mantra again, or you hear this mantra chanted, and then you get a flood of memories back. That's a real thing. So it's cool that you like had the same thought.
Like, I'm not like, I don't want to get cocky. I don't want to say that I'm a different being, but I kind of am, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, bro. I was like, what, 16, 17-year-old when I was like, bro, this world is a fucking slave, bro. This world is for slave people, because you cannot go to space, you cannot go underwater. This land is being controlled by whoever the fuck bought it and said, I'm gonna be the leader of this land, and you're gonna do as I say, or either you're gonna face the consequences. So you imagine you just being born into the system, and then you realizing at the age of 15 and 16 that you're nothing but a product and a tool for these people.
So do you think that you heard the song of your,
or like my old self?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe there are things in this world that reminds me of the past lifetime that I had. Like, for example, meditating.
Uh-huh.
I believe there was a point where I used to meditate a lot, to the point where like when I meditate, I feel so comfortable. Deja Boo's. I have so many deja vu when I be going through like places that I never been, and then I'd be like, it feels like I've been here before. You know what I mean?
He meant deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah, deja vu.
It's okay. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. Hey, English is not my first language.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, all these things like deja vu, all those things, it's like it reminds me that I was here once. This is not my first time being here, and it's probably not gonna be my last one. But I've been here before.
God, that's sad. How sad is that?
Is the law of infinity.
To know you got to come back again?
Yeah, but it could be a different time. It could be a worse time than this.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes
or
sense.
It could be a better one. You know?
Ask you this. How long do you think the recycle period is?
28,000 years.
So you're saying that you're going to die and you're going to come back in 28,000 years?
No, not sincerely.
That's what I meant. Like, how long are you going to be dead for before you come back into a new body?
That's a tough one. That is tough. I probably said 1,000 years.
Why just a round number, 1,000 years?
Because it's like you gotta, I don't know, you gotta give chance to the other ones. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of us. There's like I'd probably say trillions of us. You know, and then you know, it's like a list. You gotta wait till your turn. You know what I mean?
So you don't think that that we're all one being that are just coming back to
we all want
see the world and different experiences?
Don't get me wrong. We are all one. We're all connected, but we are being divided into little pieces.
Yeah. So like, why would you have to wait on anyone? Why not just die and pop into another body? Because it's all you.
It's crazy how the conscience works.
It's all you besides me. I'm not you.
Who am I then? Huh?
I mean, you're everyone else. I'm not you guys though. Fuck all you people.
So there's like no other you.
I'm the only one, bro.
Only one and only.
Mm-hmm.
So what do that says?
It says that you guys all suck.
No, which means that there are other entities.
Entities, yeah.
Yeah, so there are other entities apart from the one that I came from.
I think so. Yeah, I feel like there are other people on this planet that are individualized, and I believe the yogis would call it self-actualized.
Self-actualized.
Yeah. And that's where you're an individual apart from the collective.
Interesting. It's an interesting topic that we're talking right now.
Dude, I had this interesting thought today while I was working out. And it was along the same lines as what we're talking about right now.
Okay.
It was, what if the gods manifested back on the planet, but they had to mature? So through the maturation process is when they actually gained like their powers back. So like, for instance, what if there's a god that is like the fastest on the planet?
Right.
Okay. So then they're like, well, how do we find these gods? Well, what we do is we hold this competition called the Olympics. And we take the people that are maturing into their powers and we put them on the field and we say, okay, who's the fastest? And then after you find the fastest person, you kind of like nullify their maturation process because it takes stress to mature into your powers. So what you do is you have them train and run in the Olympics. We'll just go with the fastest person on the planet. And then what you do is you throw money at them because money pacifies people.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you keep throwing money at these people, then they stop progressing into the maturation process. It's like, what if that's just a way to nullify and pacify the gods?
You know, one other way that I heard from, I forgot, it was like Shamel Raquel, I think that's his name. He's in jail now for like speaking too much about the truth. He was saying that the reason why as soon as you come out of the womb, they take your blood, and then they like, they're anxious to know who you are and what's your DNA and where you come from, because it's all, like all your DNA is literally your history. So as soon as you come out, like they start doing this test on you, seeing like who you are, what you are, what is your blood, you know, all these things. And then they'll be like, okay, cool. Boom. As soon as you grow up, you're being programmed because that's what they want you to.
So like if they find out as a baby that you're someone that is going to be developed into a supernatural human,
well,
I
wouldn't call them a supernatural human. I would probably call them more of like a chosen one. You know what I mean?
How do you know if you're a chosen one?
It's the same reason how you know you have to do it.
But how did they know based off of my blood? I'm asking you this because I heard about this this gene one time. They call it the God gene. I forgot what the actual gene is. But people that had this gene active, they use like ancestry DNA to test people's DNA. So the people that had this gene active were highly religious.
Okay.
Meaning they're the people that would go to church every week and they would like worship and they would feel like this like warmth inside whenever they were worshiping and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were the people that had this gene active and they call it the God gene for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I believe just like that is the exact same way as soon as you come out of the womb, you know, and the doctors want to take the blood to see if you have that gene or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But once they know, because like you said, we don't know what's happening behind the curtains of this reality.
Mhm.
I believe as soon as you find out there's like a identity or a spirit or whatever you want to call it, that he's always watching you. He's always looking at you from the distance or from close. It could be, yeah, it could be in the closet right now. It could be in the corner right now. But he's watching you, making sure that you don't progress to becoming that Christ of conscious. That's what I like to call it, Christ of conscious.
Christ consciousness.
Yeah, because when you become Christ conscious, you understand that being has no power over you.
I murdered that guy.
You murder who?
He was here.
Who?
Whenever I was having my like enlightenment experience, there was a dark entity in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
Yeah. And he was like, he had put these like 3 black orbs out that were sucking my soul out of my body.
Damn.
And then my body took over and did some weird voodoo shit.
No, huh?
And the soul shot back into my body and that guy disappeared.
Damn.
I think that's the same thing Aaron Rodgers is going through right now. You familiar with Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he's the football player, the quarterback. He did like a dose of psilocybin a while back in a dark room, and that'll change you right there. And I think he like started awakening something inside of him. And then recently he went on an ayahuasca journey. And in this journey, he met what they call the Hat Man.
Who's the Hat Man? I think I heard about that.
The Hat Men are the entities that I was just telling you
Yeah.
about. So they everyone gives them the name, the Hat Man, like it's like a general name you have.
Yeah.
But those are the entities I think you're talking about. They kind of follow you around and lurk
Mhm.
over your shoulder to tell you bad things.
Right.
And,
Yeah. Like give you like
to
bad
keep you
energy
down.
and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, that's what it is. But once you reach that conscious of Christ, bro, it's like, bro, you're nothing compared to me.
Yeah.
You know, you're just a person of enviness. You envy me. You want to be like me.
So you think you've reached this point?
No, not yet. But my whole this is the reason I feel like I was born is this my whole mission and my whole purpose of this life is to reach that conscious.
Mm.
And once I reach it, I have the ability to just try to help you reach it, or leave a message behind, like every single other one did. Leave a message behind on how to do it, or leave like a tutorial or something. And then boom, I leave. I go. I'm out. I'm going to the next level. I'm going to other dimensions.
It's probably a good thing you're hanging out with me then, because you see my halo.
Yeah, I see it. You always wear one.
Yeah.
I usually thought because you was trying to like hide your forehead because it's big as fuck. It's
Damn. This is why this guy's never gonna reach it.
Wow. Okay. No, we cannot have humor now. But back to the goss that we were talking about. So there was this lady. I don't truly really know her name, but I saw like on YouTube. This lady was explaining about like all the dimensions. There are like 5 of them, and then the dimensions called Atlanteans, something like that. There was a war that happened in that dimension to the point where that war made the Big Bang that created this universe and this reality and this dimension, and those souls, those people that die in that dimension or the 5th dimension. I don't think it's the 5th dimension, but the dimension of the Atlanteans. Then those souls transferred to this one right here, which is like the lower one. And so the one that came over here, they trapped themselves. They trapped themselves from creating what we know nowadays as war, sex, all the 7 deadly sins, which is anger, pride, enviness, eating too much sex, all that shit. When that happened, that was created. And so they trapped themselves because they don't want to let go of those things. And therefore they keep coming back and back and back and back again. And they cannot travel back to the original one because, like I said again, they trap. And I feel like I'm one of them. I feel like I was trapped here, bro.
What about that story makes you believe her?
I don't know. It just makes it's like logical, bro. Because think about the Big Bang.
How is that logical?
Think
at
about
all?
the Big Bang. The Big Bang.
Well, the Big Bang's not logical either.
Like
I just don't think we have an answer or a way to explain what that actually is yet. That's why we keep going. Yeah, Big Bang, Big Bang.
a lot of people rather say God made it because they like their minds don't understand. They rather ignore it since they don't understand it. But if you can take the time to look at it, analyze it, think of the possibility, think of what could have been and what could not been, then you starting to think. Well, sorry, then you starting to understand that anything and everything is possible.
Okay.
You know, so if there is a galaxy universe, what do you want to call it, and then scientists coming out saying that they have parallel universe and other dimensions, then we have other people coming saying that we have like 9 dimensions and we're living in the 3rd dimension. So think about those dimensions, universe, and galaxy. All those are literally connected to each other. It's like a big ball. And then inside of that ball, it's like different little balls, you know? And so all of them are connected. What makes you think that a reality cannot make another reality?
I didn't say it couldn't.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying, what makes you believe that lady? And that's this my answer.
I still don't see how that's an explanation.
Of what? Of believing the lady?
Yeah.
Like I said again.
Like I feel like I could make a story up. I'm not saying that she's not right. She could be right. I'm just simply saying that my dog farted and that could make a new reality. Yeah, like who knows? You know,
have you seen the episode of Family Guy where like guy is like playing around with, I forgot, like he's like a guitar famous person, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna show you a trick, and then he put a lighter by his like butthole, and then he like farted, and there's like that's like the Big Bang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that could be the explanation.
True, that could be, but I don't know. Like I said again, everything is in your DNA, and so like when you feel something is right, something is right. And
someone was saying this the other night in the bar, but she was specifically referring to the fact that she didn't want to take mushrooms or smoke weed ever in her life.
Reasons?
She was saying that she feels it in her heart that she doesn't need to do that. And we were like, that's dope.
Yeah.
But like, you shouldn't look down on other people for doing those things.
No, absolutely.
Like if that's an experience you don't think you should have, that's fine. But everyone else is having these experiences and you can't tell us what we shouldn't do. Because that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to tell us that we shouldn't do these things.
Yeah, because it's bad.
And we're like, dude, this is just an experience we're having on this planet.
True.
And how can you have an opinion on it when you've never had the experience?
Life is an experience.
Like if you've done mushrooms and they didn't do what you wanted, they were like bad, then it makes sense that you would have an experience. But why even like take a stance that firm when you've never even tried?
True. Yeah, true. No, you're absolutely right. That's the reason you cannot be judgmental. You can never be judgmental for the simple fact that you're looking down on these people, but if you tried it, you gotta lose your mind. You gotta break yourself. You gotta realize what it feels to do those things. Just like a heartbreak. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what it feels to actually happen. And I was one of those kids. I was like, man, you're a little bitch crying over here for this girl. And then it happened to me. And then I was like, damn, now I understand. You know what I mean? Now I know what it feels to love a person and then that person throws you out like trash. And then,
But did someone call you a little bitch?
I did. I called myself a little bitch. I swear, I looked in the mirror like, Ivan, stop being a little bitch, bro. She left you. Get over it, you know? And then my other side was like, but I still love her, man.
And then you look out there and you're like, it's a whole sea.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're all the same. You know? They're all the same, you know?
They would say the same thing about men too, though.
Yeah, we're all the same.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. But they don't want to accept that women are all the same as well.
Right.
You know? I believe pride and ego is like the cause of problems.
Oh, bro, there was hella ego in that chick that was at the bar the other night. You know, my thing is like giving high fives and then pulling back. Yeah, so at one point in time, she like reached up to give me a high five, and I went, oh, boom. She was ready to get up and leave the fucking place.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, it's not that big of a deal.
Right, it's not that deep. Right?
Like, this is why you need mushrooms. So you take your little ego and you crush it and you go, ha ha, that was funny.
Right. Ego is the cause of all problems. It's actually pride is actually the father of the other sins. Do you know that?
Pride is the father of other sins.
Yeah, of the other sins.
Give me an explanation.
So, for example, when you anger is pride that is there. Your pride and your anger. So, boom, that's one.
Okay.
Another one is eating a lot. You're proud of eating too much. You know, another pride right there.
I definitely see the anger one. I'll tell you. I'll get a story about that one. I was walking into a bar one night on Bourbon Street.
Okay.
And this guy, I walked past him. He's like 6'8", fucking beefy, like steroided up guy.
Yeah.
I walked past him with this chick that I was with. We go to the bar to get drinks, and then he's like behind me,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey man, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, do we have a problem?"
Right.
I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking." I'm looking up this fucking guy because he's huge. I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "Oh, well, you walked past me. I just thought we had a problem. The two big guys in the bar." And I was like, "Bro, I'm just trying to get drinks."
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, well, let me buy them for you then."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "Well, that's awfully nice of you, but no, I got it."
Bro, oh.
Like, but it was a weird thing, man. It's like, why would this guy like immediately feel threatened when another guy walks into it? It's his pride.
Exactly. It's pride. It all comes down to pride if you think about it. Like enviness is pride. Sex is also pride.
Slaying those dragons.
Slaying those dragons, baby. What was the other one? Laziness is another form of pride.
How is that one? How does that work?
Think about it, bro. Like if I come over
I'm too
here,
proud to go to work.
if I come over here and I'd be like, bro, get your ass off that chair and come do something, you'd be like,
You say that shit to me all the time.
because you don't do shit. But yeah, I came and tell you, yo, get your lazy ass out of here, and you'd be like, I'm proud to not give a fuck,
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do it, and I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm proud of myself.
Damn, I got that big time.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I can't be in a relationship. Like I love my time too much to like spend it on someone else. I would say spend it on someone who's not grateful for it.
Wait, you spend it on somebody who's not grateful for it?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the people that you date these days, they take advantage of because money is time.
Absolutely.
So they take advantage of either money or your time that's spent making the money.
Okay.
So you really have to like someone to spend your time and your money on them.
True. That is true. Because I know girls that I know for a fact they have their phone with them in their hand, and I text them and they don't reply back.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
There was another female in here on Friday, and she was talking about how dick is free and pussy's not. And I was like, dude, that shows like where your fucking head's at.
True. It's this is what I like about you, that you pick the brains of people and try to see where they stand in life and what they think about life in general. And you realize that all these people have pride, ego. They're proud of something. It could be anything. It could be proud of what they become. Could be proud of what they do. Could be proud of I don't know, Balenciaga shirt. You know what I mean? And you say that Balenciaga is shit. Gonna be like, man, fuck you. I can buy it. You can, and start talking shit. So this is what I like about this dude. That this dude will literally pick the guy that has the most pride and just starts fucking with him. Just starts fucking with him. You start telling him shit like, nah, you wrong. Nah, you stupid. And then the guy, like, he don't understand that he's just fucking around with him. So the guy, since he don't understand that, he just goes on to try like make you understand his point of view, but you already understood his point of view. And now you just toying with him. He tried to do that shit with me. I say, sit your ass down, boy.
I mean, I the first time I met you, I was like, this guy, he's definitely on a different plane than most of the humans
most kids, to be honest. Most young people, bro. Because it's like, to me, is for me, it was like the way I was taught since a very young age.
So explain that, because I was actually having this conversation with my buddy Elmer the other day.
Okay, so it's like a puppy,
Okay.
a baby puppy. If you teach a baby puppy how to clean, how to do tricks, then when he grows up, he's like programmed to automatically do those things, right?
Okay, so who taught you like how to think?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It was actually a couple of people. Well, it was more of like idols that taught me how to think the correct way, and one of them was XXXTentacion.
Okay.
It was like Rise to the Moon podcast that he was speaking about the pyramid in the dollar bill and how they're lying to you and shit, right? So like actually, matter of fact, it was thanks to him that I actually read the book The Master Key System, and he like studied these things, studied the 12 laws of the universe, and boom. So thanks to him, bro, I started doing some research, And then I started meeting like other people that started talking about the truth. Fuck, I forgot this guy's name. It was like this fat dude that he's from like 1980 something. He was talking about how the churches is one of like the biggest mafia of the world. And how is actually Rome, you know, like Rome never died. It just became the Vatican. And so he was like explaining all these things about the world. And then that's where I started thinking and I started doing my research into the point where I learned that you can self-program yourself or like help like self-hypnotize yourself to realize that like to like program to yourself to not fall for these tricks, you know? And the first time I truly awoke, it was when I took 2 acid taps, because that's where your mind is like at the highest. So I took 2 acid taps. And then I was sitting there. I remember this vividly. I was sitting there, and out of nowhere, bro, like I feel like my body became numb, but my energy and soul was still with me. And out of nowhere, I shut my eyes down. I closed like this, and I saw like this circle in my forehead open up, and then like I went through it, whoop, and then I was going through like all these dimensions. I was going through like the beginning of the creation of Earth, and then to the end. And then at the end, it was just darkness. And then I feel like I was feeling like at peace. And then out of nowhere, I started feeling fear. Like I started shaking and shit. And then out of nowhere, I came back. I snapped. And I was like, what the fuck was all that about?
Why do you think you got scared? You think something was trailing you?
Like I said again, I would think it's more like that identity that I was talking about, the hat guys, the hat spirits, whatever. I believe like I fully didn't got rid of that person. Or, I mean, of that identity. So when I was there, I believe she followed me there. And that's where I started feeling afraid, because this was actually my first time experiencing this. Like I never truly like went out of my body like that. And so like, I don't know how to control this. I don't know, like the full controls of this. So boom, I started fearing. I woke up like just like that.
See, according to that girl that was in the bar that was dissing mushrooms, she would say that there's something wrong with you.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, she would say that that's not a real experience because you're right here.
You know, I hate people that talk shit and they don't do research. Mushroom was used in the times of Egypt as in wine, and people would trip their balls off. And that was like a ritual back then.
Well, the blue lotus was used too in Egypt.
Really?
Yeah, the blue lotus flower. We should get some of that and try it. I've never tried it, but I've heard about it.
I want to try DMT for some reason. Have you ever tried DMT?
Never tried DMT. I think I provoked a release one time through meditation and fasting.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure.
But I mean, it's probably more. It's actually more percentage that it was DMT, as there was like a little part inside of your brain deep down in the middle. I forgot what it was called, but that the little piece produces that DMT, and so. Most definitely, probably was DMT that you produced.
Well, I've heard that it's possible that the yogis can do it, but I've also heard that it's very hard. So I don't want to say that I've already achieved that.
Yeah.
But once again, like you said, you could know things from a previous life that come back to you when you're starting to do them. Like I feel at total peace too when I meditate too.
Yeah, I
meditate every single day. I work out and then I go up to the roof and I meditate.
You know, one of the hardest things about meditation is to stop thinking.
Yeah, and see, that's like, it's a lot of people say they can't do it, but it's something that it's like a muscle that you strengthen over time.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it now for years. So I mean, as soon as I sit down, I just like click out. Like it's like gone.
Right.
Whenever I close my eyes,
boom,
done. So it's easy for me now. But when I sit down with people that haven't practiced, haven't built that muscle, they look at me like it's like I can never do this because it's not as easy for me. But at the same time, when I go to the gym and work out, lifting, 50-pound dumbbells, super easy for me.
Right.
It wouldn't be easy for someone who's never worked out.
Exactly.
You have to build the muscles up over time.
Train those muscles.
Yeah.
But one interesting fact about thinking is that you never truly stop thinking. It's just you put the thought energy really low. No, really low.
I would disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like whenever I close my eyes and I'm on the rooftop meditating, there are times when time just goes by.
True.
And if time's just going by, then like where am I even at?
Inside of your thoughts. Well, inside of your mind.
Yeah, but my mind is completely empty.
Yeah.
So like I remember one time.
So consider that space right there your time capsule.
So one time I was sitting there by the bayou in Mid City meditating, and I literally looked at my phone and I closed my eyes and opened my eyes again, and 2 hours had gone by.
Damn. Just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Lost conscious. Damn.
So like where do you go in those situations? That's what's crazy.
You know, the real question is, where do you go when you're dreaming?
I think it's the same thing. I think that meditating, your
think
body's just there.
You think it's like a realm, like a
So according to a guy named Rudolf Steiner,
okay,
there are 3 bodies. Okay.
okay,
There's the physical body,
correct.
the astral body,
Uh-huh.
and the etheric body.
Okay.
Okay. So the astral body is the one that you go to when you sleep.
Yes.
Okay. But you can't bring your experiences back until you achieve control of the etheric body.
Mm.
So in order to achieve control of your etheric body, the first thing you have to do is get the vessel pure.
And how you do that?
You do that through living a pure life. So if we think about the things that lower your vibration, if you want to say that,
Okay.
like eating bad food,
Yeah.
having a bunch of sex,
Yep.
I don't know, all these things.
Basically, the 7 deadly sins, basically.
Yeah. So you want to keep the body extremely pure. And I think that's, and this is going to be really fucking controversial,
Go ahead.
hella controversial. I'm glad we only have like 5 listeners. No, but I think that's where vaccines come in, because I think that the purity even stems from like disease.
Yeah.
So one of the things that they do as soon as you're a baby is they fucking start dumping vaccines in your body, just like pumping you full of vaccines. And a lot of times people, they develop allergies and things from these vaccines. And these allergies are also considered an impurity.
Mm.
So until you can get the vessel completely pure, that means no viruses, no sickness. You're eating completely healthy. You're meditating. You have a pure mind.
Yeah.
That's whenever you actually grow into the etheric body.
Okay.
And once you connect the etheric body, then when you go into these realms, like the astral realm, you can actually bring the experience back with you, because that's where memories are transferred.
Nice. Nice. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
Lucid dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've lucid dreamed.
Have you tried, bro? This whole week, matter of fact, I had the most bizarre dreams that you can possibly think.
Like what do you mean?
I remember. Is it crazier? But every single time, all my dreams is at nighttime. Every single one of my dreams is at nighttime. I'm gonna tell you the recent one that happened today.
So
As
even
soon
if
as I
you're
wake
like
up,
sleeping in the daytime, it's nighttime.
it's
in your
nighttime
dream.
in my dreams.
Okay.
Yes. So today, as I woke up, I had this dream that it was like in a bar, almost like this one, but it was like like a different whole state. It was like different, and it's crazy that I had a dream within a dream. I had a dream that there was this green SUV that shot somebody by the bar, and then like me and my Andrew, Andrew. He's the guy that always comes with me. Yeah. So I was with him in that dream, and then like we saw that. I was like, Andrew, we gotta go. So we started running, and then like a block ahead, the car like stops in front of us, like they trying to like kidnap us. And so we ran, and then like I woke up, and then I was like in a whole different like a little mansion, and I was like, what the fuck? And then listen, and then I go outside. We have it's like a hospital, and then we have like an abandoned building right next to it, like it's right in front of them. And I went to the abandoned building, and then I look out the window, bro, and there was the exact same car with the exact same people, but this time it was 3 of them. It was the 2 guys that had the gun and the mask, and then there was this one black guy with like a t-shirt. And then I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. And so I was about to go through the back, and then there's where I hear the guy goes, hey, you over there, stop. And I look back and I see that it's them. I started running. Boom, boom, boom. They started following me, bro. And then I go to the hospital, and for some reason they could not enter the hospital, bro. It's like they were afraid of the hospital, and they was just waiting for me out there with the same gun, bro. The same gun that I saw in the dream before that. I was like, bro, this is fucking crazy. And then boom, I woke up from that dream. The day before that, I had a dream where this guy tried to rape me, bro. And I had like a jet.
Hang on, let's go back to the first dream
The first
first.
dream?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Any questions?
Then we'll talk about you getting raped.
Well, yeah, okay.
No, so like I have a book at home that actually it takes the symbols that are in dreams and it interprets them to what they mean.
Okay.
I don't know the book at all, but I think it'd be cool to look it up sometime.
My brother, he had that book.
Oh yeah, well I mean, did you ever look it up?
No, I could text him probably. He'll probably give me the name of that.
Well, what I think is interesting is that you chose to go into the abandoned building over
Yeah.
the hospital.
I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's like, it's just
It's like you choose darkness over light. Or is it that you understand that hospitals are actually the darkness?
true, and that's what the reason why they was afraid to walk in the first place. You know what I mean? It's like it might be like my subconscious trying to talk to me or
That's
give me like
absolutely
a
what
message.
dreams are. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't blame you because there was. Well, are you done asking questions about this dream?
No, but I do have another input on that.
Okay.
I think that like I had a dream one time about someone that I know very dear.
Mm-hmm.
And in the dream, it basically told me why they are the way they are
Okay.
to a very accurate.
Like you heard it, like
Yeah, like I mean, I had to interpret the dream. So I'll give you an example.
Mhm.
So I wake up
Yeah.
and I'm in a space where this person and I both knew the space.
okay,
So it was a safe space for both of us.
right.
And then I'm sitting on a couch looking around, like, what the fuck is going on? And I hear this person's cat meow.
Uh-huh.
And the cat's beside me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I hear a kid laughing. And then I hear a kid cry. So I get up and I go and investigate. And this little kid is literally a little child about the age of 9. And the kid is wearing what's called an Oni mask.
Oni mask.
Oni, yeah. It's a demon, a Japanese
Oh
demon.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
familiar.
So I start to approach the kid in the Oni mask, young female in the Oni mask, and the cat comes and nudges me and leads me away.
Mm.
And I was like, that's a crazy dream to have. So I didn't know what the Oni mask was at the time. And I went
Right.
and looked it up. And it's a Japanese demon
Japanese demon, correct.
that was a female that was killed and raped by her significant other.
Damn.
And then she was thrown into a river and she comes back as the Oni demon to haunt men. So what that told me was there was something that happened in her life, probably at the age of 9
Yeah.
or whenever that kid was, that turned her into the human that she is.
Do you ever tell her that?
I know you don't tell people these things.
I mean, if I'm curious about it and it's like if I might be right, I want to know if I'm actually true or not. You know what I mean?
That's just how deep the subconscious goes, though. It's almost like when you meet people, what they're going through,
Yeah.
but the conscious mind comes into play. So until you like sit down and listen to the subconscious, that's whenever you actually get the truth of the matter. So the second dream that you had,
It was when this dude tried to rape me, bro. And I had a jetpack. Bro. And I was flying. I swear to God, I was flying with this jetpack. I was going everywhere. And then the first time it was like
you couldn't get away from him.
I did get away. Wait, listen to this.
Yeah,
listen to my
yeah.
dream. Listen to my dream. So it's like a house, and there was like a Macy's, and then next to the house it was like whole woods, and it was like a river in there, like in between. And then at first it was a party. Me and my friends went there, was partying and everything. And then I went inside the house. There was his family living there, and it was like, no, get out of here. This is not part of the party. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, bye, and I left. Then out of nowhere, I went to like drop somebody off, and then I came back to the same spot, and then there was like nobody there. And I go like, what the fuck? And so I go inside the house, bro, and there was this one guy, bro, just no shirt, just there. And then I was like, what the fuck going on? And then he was like, you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I can have a drink. Boom, we started drinking and everything. Out of nowhere, he launches at me. Pow. He launches at me. I fall down to the ground. He like tried to put my pants down, bro. I swear to God, I don't know where the hell I got a revolver, but I just pulled that bitch out, bro. I aim it at his leg, bro, and I shot it. He let go of me. And then like the rest of the bullets, I just emptied on him. Two. And then I ran outside, and the dudes tried to chase me, but he didn't come out of that door. For some reason, he couldn't leave the house. And I was there like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? And I just started just using the jetpack to like fly up. And then he's like by the window, and I was cursing him. I was like, you piece of fucking shit. I'll let you live so you can kill yourself. That's what I told
Wow.
him. Yeah, I told him that in the own dream. It's like, you can kill yourself, motherfucker. And then I woke up. I woke up from the dream and I'm like, what the fuck? What does this all mean? What does this mean?
I don't even know what that means
I don't
subconsciously.
even know. Like it might be an attack.
I think you're scared of gay dudes.
Not even that. I feel like I'm being attacked in like the spirit realm or like the astral realm. And
By the gays?
not about the gays. Like, why? Why would you think the gays are attacking me, bro?
Well, the guy was gay.
I'll probably say more like the evil entity.
How did we even know he was gay?
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe he was just attacking you.
right. Maybe I scare him off with the jetpack. I don't know. But that was that dream, bro. That was that dream. And then there's this other dream that I remember. I only remember one part of that dream. And then I searched it up the next day, and it says that my soul is in pain. That's what it literally meant.
What said this?
I searched it up afterwards, but this is what I remember about this one dream is that I was in the bathroom of my house and I was looking in the mirror and my eyes was like somebody punched me in my both eyes and I had like this black swollen thing on it, and I looked at it like this. I don't know what the fuck, and so I tapped it with my finger. I touched it and blood started coming out from outside my eye and from like inside my mouth, like. And then I touched the other one and like it's same thing. And then I was just there like with crying blood.
Dude, you'd be good at writing horror movies.
Absolutely, bro.
You have a very vivid imagination.
Not even imagination, it's my subconscious just telling me about. I don't know what it's telling me, but I searched it up. I was like, what does it mean?
Yeah,
when
but
you
even like
crying
recreating
blood?
these stories.
Right.
Like there are a lot of people out there that I don't even think they can do that.
What, recreate the stories?
Yo, I have a buddy back home. We have a text message thread.
Yeah.
It's all my boys from back home. And one day we just got to talking about like what's actually going through our heads.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was like, I have no images in my head.
Damn.
Like he couldn't like imagine an image.
Really?
Yeah. He said whenever he like thinks about something, he just sees like a word. Like if you say like apple, you can picture an apple in your brain.
Yeah.
Well, he can only see the word apple. And he's like, we started telling him like, because I can say apple, purple apple.
And then you think about a purple
blue apple, yeah.
Right.
Apple in an elephant's tusk, like all these things.
Yeah.
Like I can even make shit up that isn't even there. And he's like, yeah, I can't do that.
Damn.
It's like, what is it like in your fucking head then, man?
Pitch black.
Like, is he even real or is he just one of the NPCs?
Those people, and no offense to your friend, I believe is an NPC as the fact that they have no imagination, bro, or creativity. And those two things are one of the most important things for controlling reality and controlling your minds and thought, because it comes to imagination. Just like when you astral project, there's a method that you imagine a rope and you climb in that rope.
Okay.
And that's how you came out like out of your body. That's like, but it's using your imagination. So imagination is actually a big key in this world. Well, especially in your mind, for your mind, because that's what you use mostly.
What's interesting about this same human is that he is an amazing father.
Okay.
He is super religious.
Okay.
And he's a great employee. Like he's like
Sounds like an NPC.
Yeah, he's like the ideal
Sounds like-
human,
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some people are just are created for that simple purpose and only
Yeah.
to be just an NPC, just to be a non-player character.
They're filler.
Yeah, just one of those side characters you see in the episode,
That's why we should eat them.
and then post a video on TikTok.
Yeah, whenever I always did my like astral projection stuff, I did the twisting method.
What is that?
You know how you say you climb a rope?
Oh yeah, you turn.
Yeah, so it's basically you're turning out of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, bro. I was high on acid. It was before the experience that I had, the awakening. The first time I was trying to fall asleep and I couldn't fall asleep. And so I started hearing this and I was like, did I leave my window open? And so I like try to get up like that, bro. And literally my astral body came out. And then I looked at myself, bro, and I was like, fuck this. And I went back.
Well, so yeah, according to Rudolf Steiner, once you actually get fully out of your body, you shouldn't be able to remember anything unless you have the etheric body complete.
Really?
Yeah, because he says that's how you retain the images and the memories from the astral experience.
Well, probably because it was just like a split second. You know, it's probably I believe that astral projecting, well, the experience of astral projecting is it's like a dream. You know, it's like a dream that you had,
Okay.
but it's actually your body going through those realms or whatever. And so when you come back, you'll probably be like, oh, it's just a dream. You know what I mean? It was just a dream. But in reality, you was out there, bro. You was out there living it.
I hadn't been able to remember my dreams for a while now. I've started drinking a THC seltzer before bed, and what I hear is that THC inhibits dreams.
What
So
do you mean, like
you don't
stops
have
them?
dreams? Yeah.
Interesting, because I remember this. You know Joe Rogan, right? He was like, oh, we stopped smoking weed. Me and my friend would start smoking weed for like a month, and we only just drank coffee. And for that whole month, we had crazy dreams.
Yeah. I've noticed that in myself too. Whenever I go to my parents' house, I don't drink
But,
THC
you know,
or smoke weed.
It's crazy for me because yesterday I came home drunk as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and I was high as well, and I still had dreams, vivid dreams, like dreams that I'll be like, what the fuck, like, and I had these dreams since I was young, to be honest. I remember I was 7 years old, and then I had a dream where I went outside and it's like this werewolf trying to chase me. Well, he was chasing me, and I was trying to run, but I was running like in slow motion, like whoa.
So maybe we should try for a month, not drink or smoke or anything.
I'm up to the challenge, bro. I'm always up to like do new things, bro. Because living life is all about experience, just like I told you before. So if I'm not here experimenting or like doing something new, then why am I living for?
So they did Sober October.
Sober October.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
You
So
want to start October?
Sober October.
But October is actually a good month, bro.
For what?
Let's do September.
No, September's no, that's No Nut November.
Yeah, no, you're talking about November. What is December?
I don't know. What's the No Shave? No Shave's also November?
I don't know about the no shave, but I know about no nut November.
You wouldn't have to know about No Shave.
Fuck you. Anyways, let's do September. How about September for a whole month? Me and you, no drinking, no smoking.
Is that next month?
Every single time I come? Yeah,
August, September?
We're on August right now. So yeah, August, September, November, then December.
What about mushrooms? Because you know I microdose every other day. Can I still do my microdosing?
Does mushrooms prevent you from dreaming?
I don't think so. I think they would probably make it more vivid. But I mean, the amount of
Probably.
mushrooms that I take whenever I do them is like so minuscule that you can't even feel it.
How much do you do? Like a gram?
No, it's like just a little pinch.
That's a waste of mushrooms, bro.
What's called microdosing?
Sucks.
It's not, you're not supposed to experience any visuals. It's just keeping the medicine in your system.
That's dumb.
It's worked good for me.
That's like saying I need a little bit of cocaine every day so I can
But no,
work correctly.
no one has a little bit of cocaine.
Fuck no.
The correct amount of cocaine is what's ever in the bag.
No, let me tell you something. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna ask you something. What problems the cocaine causes? Is it like heart failure?
No, one of my friends was big into cocaine. I've only done cocaine a handful of times. I'm not a big fan of it. If I was gonna do a stimulant like that, I'd just take an Adderall because it lasts way longer.
True.
And it's the same feeling, the same elated feeling. But I had a friend that was big into cocaine, and his like septum in his nose like broke or something. I don't know, like rotted out or something.
Damn.
Yeah, so he had to get like a nose job. So that's one problem that it causes. I'm sure it causes the same problems that Adderall and meth cause too, like
Which is-
racing heart.
Yeah.
Like think about when you're doing it. Typically, people are doing it when they're super drunk. They're doing it to sober back up
Yeah.
and drink more. So I'm sure it compounds the drinking, which is also a problem. So I mean, it's probably not a good thing.
You know, in the 80s, cocaine was like one of the like the biggest drugs you go to. Like,
But that was different cocaine as well.
it was more pure back then.
Yeah, the
Thanks
cocaine
to
you're getting
Pablo
now.
Escobar.
I wouldn't trust anybody in this fucking city getting cocaine.
Nah, bro. Last time it was some kid. The true story.
No, this is a fake story.
No, true story.
It's a fake story.
This is the friend
Internet.
of my friend, and then he said that he and him went to Bourbon with his girls, and then he tried to buy cocaine to this guy, and for some reason I think it was lace or I don't know what it was.
Mm.
My dude said it was rat poisoning, but
Jesus Christ.
I know. And so he took a like, you know, a sniff, like a little line. And then he said that by 30 minutes later, he was like falling, he was like shutting down in the car. And people thought he was just falling asleep. When they got to when they got to the destination, they realized that he was dead.
Damn.
Yeah,
So he died?
he died.
Wow. So it was like fentanyl or something, huh?
Probably. We don't know. We don't truly know what it was. We just
Can you imagine the fucking asshole that sold that to someone? Like, how many people do you think he sold that shit to that night? Fucking crazy.
Probably 7, 10, you know. So yes, I believe that it's not a great idea to take things from other people, especially if they're handing it out to you. Like people don't give away things because they're kind and genuine. People give things because you have something behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, no. When people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy you a drink," nah, no, thank you. I can get my own drinks. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you 2 experiences that may or may not be true, and they're about the cocaine. The first experience that I had, maybe if I had this, you know, could be hypothetical.
Okay.
It was like some bad stuff.
Mhm.
And I tried it and just had the worst fucking hangover ever the next day. So I'm not sure
Damn.
what I actually put up my nose. The second
Crystal
time,
meth.
the second time, now if I was crystal meth, I would have been awake, but I went to sleep too.
Oh.
But the second time, my buddy was trying to convince me to do it. And I was like, nah, man, like I don't like that shit at all. It doesn't do well with me. And he's like, no, trust me. This is actually the best stuff you'll get in this city ever.
They all say the exact same thing.
No, he got it as a baby shower gift from the guy who gets it off the boat.
No, huh?
Yeah. So he's from a prominent family in the city. So he got it as a baby shower gift. And he's like, dude, just trust me. He's like, take a little bit and put it on your gum. And I did that. My whole face just went,
Numb.
yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Hypothetically.
Right.
Anyway, we walked around Bourbon Street that night and just sipped on beer and hit that bag and got kicked out of so many fucking bars. And it was the greatest night of my life. I promise you could have chopped my fucking arm off and I'd have been like, it's okay, dude.
I'm telling you, that's what purity does. Well,
that's why
especially want,
but that's why I'll never do it again.
because you already know how it is.
Yeah, like there's no one else that can compare to that night. Like unless, because I had a buddy that went, they said they went to like out of the country somewhere. I guess wherever them in Colombia, I guess.
Okay.
And he was saying that over there, it's almost too pure.
I mean, that's where they grow it. That's where they make it.
Yeah.
That's literally the labs.
Yeah. So if I ever make my way to Colombia, I might try it again. But as far as getting it over here, like fuck all these people.
Fuck these people. These people just try to make money, and so they mix it with other things and they give it to you. Fucking baking soda. What the fuck is that? Why would you chop it out with that?
Yeah. Anything, baby powder, whatever they
Baby
do.
powder, yeah.
Laxative.
I remember, bro. It's so funny. Back when I was in middle school. Yeah. I was like in 8th grade. I knew this guy. We call him El Chino because he's like Chinese, but he's actually from Honduras. And this dude was like, "Oh, I'm gonna somebody's trying to buy Coke. Watch me sell him baby powder."
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and he did it, bro. I swear to God, bro. He was like, he came knocking on the door. And he was like, "You got baby powder?" He was like, "Yeah, I got a little bit." He was like, "Can I have it?" So yeah, sure. Why you need this? It was like, "I'm gonna sell this to somebody," and I thought he was joking. Put it in a little bag, wrap it up. He went around the block.
Damn, bro.
Then he came back with.
You probably hurt
Then
somebody.
he came back with like $100, bro.
That's on you, dog.
That's not on me.
That's on you.
Because that was in my house. That was my friend's house. And so when he came back, he had the $100 bill, bro. I shit you not, bro. 20 to like 30 minutes later, the guy comes and he's looking for him. And he was like, "Do you know have you seen this guy look like Chinese?" I'm like, "Chinese guys? Nah, I only seen black people and Hispanics, but I never seen a Chinese over
It's
here."
too small of a city to be doing people like that, man.
Right. And then bro, I don't know how he's still alive, bro. I have no idea how that dude is still alive. I saw him the other day at close to the bunkers down in Clearview. He was outside drinking with somebody, and I'm like, "Bro, I remember you." It was like, "You that guy?" He was like oh no, say less. But yeah, I like, how the fuck that dude is still alive?
So let's talk about music really quick.
Okay, before we do that, let me it's my stepdad. Let me see what he says.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta tell you this story, bro.
Okay.
That you gonna
Well, no, I was gonna talk about music because like that's what you do. But yeah, see what your stepdad needs.
yeah, give me a sec.
And this is the time of the show when it's just Kyle. Let's see, what weird shit have I been thinking about here lately? There's got to be something. We started playing this new game,
What is it called?
Arena Breakout.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tarkov. It's free though.
It's free?
Yeah, it's free.
Remember I told you my computer was having problems?
Whatever, dude. Fix it. Like,
You know what it is?
what?
I just realized what it is. It's actually a fan of the CPU. Just one fan. The other one works correctly. Just one fan that stops moving. It's like
is it like stuck or
it's not stuck. Like you can hear. I have like a video, but you can hear it. It's like it sounds like it's hitting on something. I'll show you the video.
Yeah, I mean, there might be something inside that it's hitting on.
I don't know, but I'm probably just gonna buy me the same CPU is like $200. But so the reason why my stepdad is texting me right now is because of the dogs. But
No.
so this like in Houston, like a couple of days back, bro, my little cousin and my big cousin died. In the story behind it is insane. So there was the 17-year-old boy, which is my cousin, and then there was the 7-year-old boy that he was like in like a desk and he was doing homework. And then we had this 14-year-old girl that she was playing with like a 6-year-old boy. And so the 17-year-old boy came, and he came from work, and then he had a gun and he left it on the bed. Yeah. And so the 14-year-old girl that was playing with the little boy, she grabbed the gun and she was playing with it, and then she aimed it and pressed the trigger, and then the bullet hit the 7-year-old boy in the chest, and he died instantly right there on the spot. The 17-year-old boy, he came down the room. He saw what happened. He had a panic attack, started losing his shit. He grabbed the gun. He goes outside. He starts shooting randomly.
Damn.
And then the last bullet, he committed suicide. And that happened like six days ago.
Was the kid his brother or son?
No, it was his cousin. It was a little cousin, and then his little cousin.
What about the girl though?
The girl, we're all family. They're family.
So why would he fucking kill himself?
Because think about it. I understand what he meant. The kid died because of his fault.
Okay.
So all the blame, all the charges is gonna go to him. You know?
Yeah, but still, don't you think that him killing himself was a very selfish thing to do?
Yeah.
How old was he?
It is 17.
Yeah, he was not even 18. He should have talked to a lawyer first.
Bro, he said fuck this world, and he just
That's wild, man.
Yeah,
Because I feel like 17, you're still a minor, right?
Yeah, correct.
So it would have been like a slap on the wrist accident.
But that was in Texas. I don't know if the
he
laws
would
are
have to
different.
live with it for the rest of his life.
Exactly. I feel like that's what went through his mind.
Yeah.
For his last like I have to live with this. This like I'm guilty forever. You know.
It was a stupid mistake.
Yeah, and so he committed his suicide. Yeah. But
We have that like. So in Arkansas, my parents, they had this fear initially whenever my niece and my nephew were born
Mhm.
that don't leave guns laying out and stuff.
Correct.
But the way that we educate kids in Arkansas about guns is very different than I've seen people do in cities. From a very young age, we have guns in our hands. Like they teach us how to shoot like really young.
Which is the correct way to do.
Yeah. So when you teach someone that young how to shoot, you also teach them gun safety.
Yeah.
So now that my niece and my nephew are up older, like the guns are out again for protection and stuff, but
Right.
they know not to mess with them.
And that's what I want people to understand is that you have to teach them from a very young age that a gun is helpful for self-defense, but it's also a weapon of destruction.
Mhm.
It can kill you. It can kill you, and it can kill others. It can hurt them. So it's very, very important to teach them that it is not a toy.
Right.
You know, it's not a toy. You don't play with this like it's a fucking game. Like this is life or death situation right here. So that's what I want people to do with their kids. You know, like police officers, they teach their kids at a very young age that guns are for self-defense and not to hurt other people.
Mm.
You know, that's what they teach them from a very young age. But people over here, it's like they talk to kids like they fucking retarded. Hey, you were like my little baby, like man. Shut the fuck up, man. Talk to him like a normal human, bro. Fuck. That and then you wonder why your kid is retarded, bro. You made them that way. Literally, you program him to be like, oh, like we don't curse around this house. He's gonna curse outside, bro. What the fuck? You know,
Yeah, they're gonna do it regardless. Yeah,
regardless,
you're right.
exactly. It's like you cannot stop a child from doing what he wants to do, but as a parent, you must teach them about what is good and bad, what is the best choice, what is the worst choice, and then it's up to them to realize if that's what they want to do or not. You know, you're not gonna force somebody to become who you want them to become.
So that also brings up a good point. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine a while back. It was about right and wrong.
Right.
And I was trying to convince her that there is a right and wrong, and she was saying that there wasn't a right and wrong.
That's stupid.
It's two very different ways to see the world, though.
It is. See,
Imagine how free you are if there is no right and wrong.
we wouldn't have guildness. We wouldn't have what we call sins. We wouldn't have
It would definitely be hard to have a society without that.
without
that
good and
thought.
right.
But at the same time, it's like you're as free as you're ever going to be if you have no good and bad.
Bro, if you have no good and bad, you're literally just a table.
Or you're a god.
How you gonna? Well, true.
You can do whatever you want. There's
True.
no consequences.
Because I believe the real true living God, he's nor good nor bad. He's everything and also nothing at the exact same time.
You're damn right I am.
You're over here now.
But so yeah, tell people where to find your music so we
you
can
guys
wrap this thing up.
Yeah, okay. You guys can follow me in SoundCloud as Big X Van. Also on YouTube. And soon I'll be on Spotify. Right now, I'm actually trying to do some songs with Easy. But I haven't really found a good producer. And I'm sorry for Knox. I actually was gonna do an appointment with him, but I didn't have the money that time because due to car problems and everything.
Yeah, we'll hit Knox up soon.
Yeah.
He's still out there.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys can follow me on those platforms. You can also follow me on Instagram as Big X Van, and also you can follow me on Facebook as Ivan Mendoza.
Is there a link in your Instagram page for your SoundCloud?
I used to have one, but no, I have a link for a YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, I'll try to grab all your links and stick them in the bio of the podcast as well, so people can click those links and get to you.
All right, perfect. All right.
Thank you for coming in today, brother.
No, thank you. It's been an honor.